So welcome back to the channel, and as you can see we have got ourselves a crash damaged Audi A5 Sportback. So what I'm going to do is I'll show you around the vehicle. We can have a look inside, outside, a bit more at the damage, and then we can start looking at what we're going to do to get this sorted. So we'll start with round the offside. And we'll take a look inside. So this is a 3-litre diesel V6. This is the S-Line one. It's a Quattro as well, so it's got all the bits and pieces, all the sat-nav, aircon. There's pockets and bits and pieces everywhere in this car. Full leather adjustable seats as well. So take a look in the back. It's a really clean car actually, which is good. You come down the side there, take a look in the boot. So you've got a boot mat or boot liner in there, and then got ourselves a lovely space saver. We've got the Bang & Olufsen sound system in this one as well. All the amplifier and stuff's in there. And we have a look in the passenger side as well. We have a look in the glove box, see what we've got. So we've got some of the books there, some of the book pack. Unfortunately we haven't got the service history. We have also got a locking wheel nut key, which is great, and then got what looks like a little bit of touch-up paint. So yeah, as I say, this one's the S-Line model with all the bits and pieces on it. And we'll take a bit of a closer look at the damage. So it's just caught the front here, damaged the front bumper. As you can see, the fog light grille is all missing, the wings pushed in, and so is the bonnet, and these are xenon headlights on this one. So what we'll look at doing is stripping that front bumper off, taking the headlight out. We might be able to straighten the wing and the bonnet out. We'll see how we go. We might also be able to repair the bumper, even if I can get the bumper repaired so I can line all of this stuff up a bit better. And then I might be able, as I say, I might be able to fix the bumper. If I can't, I can get another one, but at least I'll be able to sort of stitch it back together and put it in place so I can drive and move the car when I need to take it down to the body shop to have that done. So also we would just want to have a look in all behind here once we've taken this out to see if there's any further damage. So obviously it looks as if the headlight washer's gone, so and just see if there's any of the wheel arch liner that's damaged or any of the headlight mounting points as well. So what we can look at doing is getting that all set up now so we can jack the front up, take the wheels off, get this front bumper off and have a real good look round. What I will do just before we get started on stripping the vehicle down as well, I'll just show you that it's starting and running. So we've got all the lights coming on and then off. So you can see it's done 94,000 miles and it runs really well. Yeah, runs really well. We've also got the paddles on the steering wheel here as well for the gearbox and all the steering wheel controls. So yeah, we'll look at getting it jacked up, taking the front off and go from there. That's good. All the under trays are still on there, which is good. Jack that up a bit more. Just give the suspension a bit of a wiggle just to see if there's anything. But I will put it on a ramp and have a proper look at a later date once I've sorted all this out. So yeah, we can. They're on there nice and tight. Just going to pop a bar on the brake pedal. These are really tight, so haven't been off in a long time. There we go. See how easy this comes off. Oh yeah. That's a tyre. That's not a problem. So just bring you round. Just have a look in here. So we can take all of this tray out here. You can see we'll have a look at all the suspension, all those bits and pieces. Just take my jumper off, pop the mic back on. So just basically taking the bolts out that hold the broken headlight in, and I'll start to take these T30 Torx bits out that just hold the top of the grille along here, and just pop that grille off. That just pulls out. And we've got another one here which is one of the broken off tabs from the headlight. We've got another one in there. And we'll look at taking the wheel arch ones out. Just gently pull that off. So I'm just unhooking the wheel arch shroud from this plastic cover. It looks like it's a CV boot cover or something like that, just to protect that. So I will then just hang that back on those two little studs there. So I'm just undoing the two bolts that hold the bumper to the wheel arch there. You just gently start to pull that out from in the wheel arch there. Pop that little clip off. So that's the wheel arch liner out. And if I just pop the camera in here, we can start to have a real good look round, looking for any signs of further damage that we're not aware of, and carry on with taking the other bits and pieces off that we need to. What I will do, I'll put these bolts and bits and pieces into little piles, and then at the end I'll bag them up and label them so I know where they've come from. But I generally put them with the component they've come off with anyway. That's just the little bracket that holds the bumper, so that looks undamaged, which is good. And then behind here there's just a sort of support bar that holds the wing, and I think that's what's looking to be bent. So we've got a little bit here that we need to sort out, got a little bit here, and again some straightening out along here, but with that's almost out, that dent there. We can sort that out, and then we know that this bracket behind here is bent, so we can get that off, have a look at that in a minute. So I can start to just untuck some of this, potentially look at releasing the pressure on the headlight as well. Oh, some bits of headlight. It's just gently easing that headlight out there. I will need to take the lug off the back now, and then just tuck that out of the way there. So we got these bits which we can all move out the way, and yeah, it's going to want a headlight bracket as well by the looks of it, the support bracket. What I will do as well at the end is I'll just cover all of these up, cable tie them up, because I'm not 100% sure when I'll be able to get the bits for this car. Oh, we have got the washer bottle still, but the end's broken off of that, just there. So now I've just popped the headlight out. You just have a look in here and see what bits and pieces, if any, are damaged. So that's the bar from the in there that we were looking at a minute ago, that holds the edge of the wing on there, and as you can see it's bent down there, so we'll have to look at straightening that out or replacing it. And then this piece here, this plastic bit, is all broken, it's just cracked down in here, and that's just part of this section here which holds the headlight assembly which is why the other part of it's attached to the headlight. So we'll carry on dismantling. So I've just jacked the car up now, off camera. I've taken a couple of the torque screws out of the inner wheel arch just so I can pop the bumper off from that side. And then what I'm going to look at doing is just taking off all of these screws along the bottom here, which just hold the bottom of the bumper on. I think most of them are pulled out anyway. So that should now be untucked from there. Just get those two bolts that were tucked up in here. So that's those two undone. Just start to wiggle that. Pull that front bit forward. Then I'm just unclipping the fog light. I've got the two bolts for the bumper. So just to give you an idea as to what I'm up to now, basically, as you can see here, I've had to drill the head off of the little Torx bolt that goes into here. Basically just holds on here, it just holds this part of the bumper. There's a ratchet section in the back, but it just holds this part of the bumper there. So if I show you on the other side, as you can see there, we're really corroded, and they're quite a shallow headed bolt, so, or screw, so we're unable to get those to turn. So I'm just going to drill the heads off, and then what I'll be able to do is just take the inner part of it out, which is in here down into there. So I'll just order some new ones of those. So I'll just do the same the other side, then we should be able to pop the bumper off. And then that should now just pull off out of the way. There we go. I'll tuck this up out of the way for a minute. So we're just looking to see if there's any sort of further damage really. All of this seems to look okay. There's the impression in the side of the crash bar here is the same on this side. It is a category N, so it is categorised as non-structural. So it's just checking to see if there's anything else that needs doing. All the radiator's holding water, so that's good. Yeah, we all look okay around here. Doesn't look to be any damage. Can't see any leaks or anything like that. The intercooler looks all okay, and the pipe work there. So just one there, and one hidden right in here. You just pop those down there for a second. Then we've just got a little sensor there that we need to take off. We probably can just unscrew it. So unscrew that sensor, take that out of there. Just pop these screws back in. Like that, and I'll just chuck those screws in there as well because they all go together. So that can go out there. So yeah, the next thing we'll look at taking that one off, this bracket in here. We can have a look at the other side, see what the other side looks like and get an idea of the shape of that. So we can do that. That's just held on with two 10mm nuts. So that just comes off there. As you can see, that's quite bent here. So I'm going to have a look at the other side and see if it's just a case that this needs to just twist and straighten out. So I'll be able to compare that to the other side. So off camera, what I've just done is straighten this out in the vise. I've used some soft grip jaws in the vise just so that I don't mark it or anything like that. So I think we've got it to where it was. So I'm just going to pop this back on and see how it all lines up. So that's it for today's video, guys. As you saw earlier in the episode, what we've managed to do is dismantle all the front of the vehicle, check for any further damage, make a list of the parts that we're going to need. We've managed to straighten out this bracket inside here, which holds the wing on. We've straightened out some of the wing as best we can for now, and then what we'll do is we'll look at getting the body shop to finally finish this off, because it will need painting anyway. We've straightened out some of the bonnet here just lightly. I didn't capture that because the weather was raining at the time. So yeah, we've managed to straighten this out just a little bit so we can get the headlight in. Again, the body shop will be able to hopefully sort that out. If not, we'll look at getting another bonnet. So what we'll do in the next episode is we'll look at repairing that front bumper, whether we're going to repair it or replace it. But if you've enjoyed today's video, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.